Out of breath, Greg stood slunched over with his hands on his knees, frantically trying to gain back his breath. "Sara! Wo ehusa, Sara!" Greg regrouped and looked up the stairwell with an unstoppable determination to reach his love, then took off. Running up the apartment stairs, Greg's mind was going 1,000,000 miles an hour. Each step wasn't fast enough. He needed to be with Sara. Almost to the 8th floor, Greg stopped suddenly. A flash of pain surged through his leg where Sara bit him. "Oh, crap! That hurts!" yelled Greg. Then he fell to the floor. Greg had forgotten about being bit in all the commotion. He looked down at his leg and saw blood along with some green pus oozing out of the wound. A loud bang came from above. Greg looked up. The door on the 8th floor landing had flung open and slammed against the wall, but no one was there. Greg leaned forward toward the stairs leading up to the door. He squinted, cautiously trying to see what caused it to blast open. Moving slowly and lying low, Greg crept up the stairs. Then in the bottom left corner of the doorway, he saw a finger. A hand. Someone's hand was reaching out. Stretching ever more, the mysterious hand gave way to a whole arm. Whoever was there was crawling out into the hallway. Greg could now hear the faint sound of someone breathing, faint and almost like a growl. Greg stopped. While not a very bright fellow, he knew enough to tell something not good was coming through that door. He leaned a bit to the right, trying to peer around the corner, then bam! Lost balance and fell down the stairs. In a hurry, Greg looked up. "Who's there?" Silence. "Answer me! Who's there?" Nothing. Angry and fed up with all that was going on. That day, Greg lost it. "Damn it!" Greg punched the wall and stormed up the steps. "I asked you a question. Who are you?" Frozen in place. Greg saw who was laying in the hallway. Sara. Her clothes were soaking wet. Her shirt was tattered. One shoe was missing, and her foot badly injured. A blood trail followed her, and as before, Greg could see a gaping wound on the back of her head. Frightened, yet convinced he could somehow help his Sara get back to being human, Greg foolishly resumed his mission. Okay, Sara, it's me, Greg." Sara looked up at him with a wicked, evil glare. "Now, Sara, I know we—" stopped mid-sentence. Sara lunged forward, looking to take another bite out of Greg, but he reacted and stepped back. "Dang it, Sara, just frickin' listen to me. I know we've had our differences, but we must put that stuff behind us and figure this out." Crawling slowly toward him, Sara clearly was not interested in anything Greg was saying. At this point, Greg was completely perplexed, not knowing what to do. This whole silly zombie thing was more serious than he gave merit. Still, he didn't want to give up. He loved Sara. Backing towards the 9th floor stairs, Greg glanced around looking for something to subdue Sara with. Finding nothing, his frustration quickly peaked. "Sara! Rah! Come on!" Then he remembered pills. He had sleeping pills in his apartment. If he could get them and get her to eat them, it may just do the trick. "Sara, wait here. I'll be right back." Then off Greg went to get the pills.